in these 3 years. The first strong earthquake, which damaged 20% of the facilities, economic facilities in the most intensive industrialized area, Durrës Tirana. And then in 22, the pandemic, to 23, the effects of the war in the Ukraine, so all are together. And they have created some obstacles and problems in the economy. But the most challenge for the Albanian economy, but also for the National Bank of Albania, is the inflation. If we look to the figures of inflation in Albania, they are not so high. So the rate of inflation for April 2023 is only 4.6%, which is very low compared to the region and compared to other economic areas when we are exchanging and collaborating. But this is due to some specific conditions that are in Albania. First of all, Albania is a very minor consumer of gas. All our electricity is coming from hydropower stations. So Albania is a big producer of hydropower electricity. So we are fully independent on electricity. So the creation of this stock exchange in electricity for the Balkan region is a very good facility for us to be more strong in the energy sector. The second, the electricity for the household is still administrated. The government has put these conditions after the earthquake. They lifted and they set it in the beginning of pandemic. So this is a thing that now the government is thinking to lift these administrative prices on electricity, and we will see how it will go on the effects of inflation. And third, we have our national leg, our national currency, which is led, is strongly appreciated toward the euro, which is our main currency, which we are making trade and all external relations. So this means that the translation of prices from the import, it has been a little bit lower. So these are the three main factors that are showing this low figure on inflation for Albania. But the details, the devil is on details, so the details of the high pressure of inflations are there, and we are monitoring very closely because the headline inflation, it has a lot of pressure inside to push up the whole range of the composition of inflation in Albania. The problem that we have to face is also the rigidity of the labor market. The labor market is very tight in Albania. The unemployment rate is very low for the moment. The second quarter 2023 is the lowest. The employment level is very high, and this pushed the economy to a very fast increase on the nominal wages. So these are strong pressure for the inflation in the coming year. The Albanian rate of unemployment has reached the maximum on the last 20 years. So labor force's participation is like 70%, and the report vacancies of the labor forces are still very high. So both the indicators are high, which show us that the labor market is very, very tightened. And the tightness of the labor market has all inside the pressure for a coming inflation or inflationary pressures in the coming period. So we are looking forward to have some effect on the inflation. So these are the problematic, very tight labor market, high level of reported labor shortages, and high domestic demands that are making us to to think and rethink about bringing inflation as a main topic of discussion. Bank of Albania is very much or very closely looking to the dynamic of inflation because it is very connected to the monetary policy. So we have a lot of dilemmas. So will inflation will grow? Will this regime of high inflation will stand and stay for longer in an economy like us, which is very open? So all these dilemmas make the Bank of Albania to look very much closely to the inflation. We have started the normalization of the monetary policy from March 2022, and until now we have increased the interest rate for 250 basis points. So, and we are looking forward also to have a further increase of the interest rate just to reach our inflation target of 3%. This is our inflation target. So we are a little bit out of this target, but it will see. So the inflation is the main